Okay, so today we are going to talk about two things that I think will really help you organize your student Gmail account and also your Google Drive through that student Gmail account. The first thing we're going to look at is creating a folder within your student email. And to do that, you just go over to the left here when your email is pulled up and you scroll down, and you may have to hit this more button first to pull this up. But once you do that, if you scroll all the way down, you're going to find a section with a plus sign that says create a new label. Okay, we want to click on that. And let's say we want to create a folder for our first hour English class to store any email we might get from that, or any important emails. At least, of course, you would delete emails that you don't need anymore to keep your inbox clutter free. So let's say I want to call this first hour English class. I just type that in here and I hit create. And then you'll see when I go over to the left here, I now have a folder that says first hour English class where I can store emails from that class, from that teacher specifically. Now right now, obviously I just created the label, so there are no emails in there. But let's say I go back to my inbox and I just got this from my first hour English teacher. I can click on that. I can click on the email, make sure the checkbox is clicked, and if you go up to the top here, there's this little icon. It's a black folder with an arrow going through it, and you'll notice when I hover over it, it says Move To. If I click Move To, I can find the folder I just created, hit first hour English class, and then that email is no longer sitting in my inbox. If it's not urgent, but maybe it has something that I want to keep around for a while, then this would be a good tool to use to create folders within your email and move things out. You can also create folders within your Google Drive. So to do that, to get to your drive again, you go up to the Google Apps icon up here in the upper right corner of your Gmail. You click on that, that's all your apps. You go to Drive, and that pulls up your Google Drive, which is your cloud storage for your Gmail account. Within your Drive, like you'll notice, I have some random things in this test account. I think it's really important that you keep your Google Drive organized, just like you would any folders for classes when we're in-person learning, to keep track of things. So to create a folder in Google Drive, it's really easy. You go over to the upper left where it says New. You hit the New plus button. It's going to give you options, and you want to hit Folder. Okay. So let's say, just like with the last example, I want to create a folder for my first hour English class. I would type that in, hit create, and now I have a folder for my first hour English class. Let's say that you're working on something for that class and you want to move that document into that folder. To do that, it's pretty simple. If you already have a document existing in your drive, like this one right here, if I want to move this sample document to first hour English class, I just right click, I hit move to. It's going to pull up my drive folders. I hit first hour English class. I hit this little arrow. I hit move here. And now it is in that folder. Okay. Another way to do that, let's say you're actually working in the document and you just finished something and you want to move it somewhere. If you're working within the document, this little arrow up here, it's a really small icon next to the star. If you hit move, that also allows you to move things around within your Google Drive. So let's say I want to just move it back into my general drive. I can hit move here, and you can do that directly from the document as well. Okay, so that's two simple things I think, again, can really help you stay organized for your classes. And it's creating a folder again within your student Gmail account and creating a folder within your Google Drive.